If you see that in front of us, that's a portal. That's a portal I would get into a dungeon. I think this is about time to proceed into the dungeon. Would you guys say? Do you concur? Oh, let's do it, everybody. This seems like a pretty cool dungeon. This is an insectoid main hive. Let's go in, everybody. Let's do it. Something cool to mention, once we go into a dungeon, it will tell us the recommended classes. Once we get into the dungeon, I'll explain how they're generated, and you'll get to see the real dungeon experience. This is going to be a bunch of fun. You guys have seen little tidbits, but this is going to be the real thing. I hope the stream is looking good, everybody. Just loading it. You can see a gastropod in the background. That's so funny. I think the world is just absolutely visually stunning.
Someone's asking if we have the ability to earn NFTs during early access. The answer is yes. During early access, any of the NFTs that you come across and earn, you absolutely get to keep.
All right, everybody. So we are in the dungeon experience. We're in the insectoid main hive. Look at this. So all your players in your party need to stand inside the radius of this green circle. Like, well, what the heck is this? Well, this is a tree of life. It is a permanent, as of right now, a permanent indestructible health beacon. You can come back to this point and you can start healing up. But if enemies get inside the circle, it will not benefit them. So you can come back to this point to heal up and regroup. Something very cool about dungeons in Big Time are they are procedurally generated. It means that every single time you go into a dungeon, it'll be slightly different. It follows a set of procedures. It's not completely random. So the path we take, our mission objective, our quest, it's all slightly different. Even the bad guys we face. And dungeons also do scale in difficulty depending on how many players are in your party. Our mission objective is procedurally generated, so every time it will be different. We have multiple mission objectives within this dungeon. We now have to seek and destroy 6 Wanderers. If we destroy these barrels, you see there are gold coins inside of them. Sometimes. It can be other loot, it can be other potions. You'll see. You'll come across it. You know, I have a tendency to run and jump. I kind of do the bee hopping thing. I heard that this does not increase your mobility speed, but I just think it does in my mind because I'm so used to it with other titles. So if you see that, it's just habit. You can see all of us doing it. It's so funny. All right, you get to see some of the blight in front of us, the insectoid species of Big Time. You can see that little exclamation point above. They're not very happy with us right now. Let's start. You can see that targeting mechanic. You can see we're gaining experience. You can see the loot dropping on the ground. This loot is not NFTs. You will definitely see when there's an NFT.
I got a item on the ground in front of me there, Zach.
Awesome. We can go over instanced loot again because I know people are tuning in and out. So in Big Time, there's something called instanced-based loot. I think it's really cool. I think it's one of my favorite features. I call it the friendship-saving mechanic. It means that loot can't be stolen from you and then you lose a friend. We're not talking about these quantum fixer shoulders on the ground. Let me just pick those up just for safekeeping. I can't see any item on the ground and neither can you if you're watching my stream, and I hope you are. But yeah, so he can then press R on his keyboard and share the item. And that item is his, and he doesn't have to share it if he doesn't want to. So it is instant specifically to him. And I actually want this because I have a starter greatsword. This is a tier 1. And something cool to mention, if you go hover over an item and you press left alt on your keyboard, it will expand its details. And it will compare the item to what you currently have equipped. So you can see I have a starter sword that's currently equipped, and this other item on the ground that Gray shared. And you can see its minimum damage and maximum damage is high, and higher than what I'm currently equipped. And I'm going to use it. All right, let me switch it. So I'm pressing I to go into my inventory, and then I'm right-clicking to put this item equipped to my character. I'm going to throw this on the ground by putting this in the middle. Then I'm going to drop the item because I don't want it anymore. You're dead to me, item. So I usually like to look at all the items on the ground, see if there's any good goodies I can collect. But let me press on further. Got to get all the good, juicy combat. Hope everyone's enjoying this so far. I know I am. It's a bunch of fun. It's fun to watch. It's even more fun to play. And I hope to see you guys in game. So you guys get to see combat in big time. As I left click, I'm progressing through a series of 4 attacks. At any time, I can right click and do a big critical on the ground. And again, weapons in big time are not class based. They're stat based. So if I have the appropriate stat, I can wield any weapon in the game. In a second, I'll go over my inventory in more depth. I'll talk about pocket watches and switching timelines. Oh, you get to see one of the Wanderers. We gotta eliminate 6 of these guys so we can go to our next mission objective. Ooh, man, I don't want to die. Don't want to die on the stream, guys. I can't be embarrassed by dying on the stream. If I told myself when I woke up this morning, if I die on the stream, I'm gonna be eternally embarrassed. Everyone's gonna be watching me. They're gonna know They're gonna know that I suck. I'm doing my best. It was what I did there, guys. That wasn't it. That wasn't just running in terror. That was a tactical retreat. Don't worry, everybody. It was a tactical retreat. So I think someone put down this Tree of Life, if I'm not mistaken. So Tree of Lives are also a consumable. When it's a consumable, it's only temporary. So you can put down a temporary health beacon to heal up your teammates, and then you can crouch inside of it to maximize and heal up even more. You can see my health and energy, or energy in the top left. My health is the red bar, and my energy is the blue bar. I don't have any abilities and skills just yet, but once I do, you'll see they appear on my hotbar, which are 1 through 10, 1 through 0, 0 is 10. And every time I use an ability, it'll use some of my energy. Oh, killed him. Get out of here. Out of here, dude. All right. I couldn't sprint there for a second because that drone bug mage put a slowdown effect on me. Remember, we're talking about the Chronomancer, which is your long-distance mage character, extends your combat distance. This is an exact time of why you'd want one. Look at Gray over there, shooting fireballs from afar, not taking any damage. Look at that guy. Look at that guy. All right.
Easy the looks.
There is no auto-aim with the Chronomancer, so you do have to aim it yourself. You have to be a good shot. All right, as you can see in the top left of my screen, I can't sprint. Oh, now I can because the effect went away. You definitely have to watch out when you get too close. You can see as I kill these bad guys, I'm getting XP. And once I get enough XP, I'll progress to the next level. And once I progress to the next level, I will gain 2 stat points and 1 skill point. And I can spend these stat points on leveling up my stats to be able to use certain armor and equipment, because all weapons, equipment, and all that good stuff, it's all stat-based. It's not class-based. When this action calms down, I'll go into my inventory and talk about all that good stuff. You can see I'm already level 2. There we go, guys, level 3. As you can see, each level takes progressively more XP. So you can see how this will scale. So now I'm going to hover over, see if there's any good items I want to pilfer. Pillage. Either word. Awesome. Pick up some gold coins.